So I'm Cristina Pierson, Palawan Chapter President. So the national elections is just around the corner, 20 days away to be exact, right? All the activities surrounding this election has been heated, at times aggressive, and all-consuming on all sides, oftentimes with accusations slung all over the place. So each side believing that their candidate is the best and is the solution to our country's problems, right? So these differing opinions and support of candidates have caused friendships to end, families to be divided, and a flurry of unfriending on social media. So the basis for choices or decisions made on which candidate to support and vote for are mostly personal, representing their understanding of what their candidates stand for, right? So they're also based on perceived achievements, platforms, promises made, which candidates, of course, will be held accountable for. But it goes deeper than all these. Voters seem to have chosen candidates who they can relate to, right? Someone closer to their reality, it seems. Others just simply want change, opting for the lesser evil or opting for someone who seems to shine the brightest. So we'd like to share with you some videos of a handful of voters who have agreed to present their differing opinions on the candidates they will be voting for. Again, these voters do not necessarily represent the vote of the general population. So their points of view are their own and are not PMAPs. So let's go ahead with the video or videos.
Who is my president? My president is Leni Robredo. Why? VP Leni has a clean record and concrete credentials. She has been a public servant long before being a politician. She also inspires unity and action among people. She is a true servant leader who has been hands-on and taken risks, sharing responsibility, building and strengthening communities down to the grassroots level. VP Leni has no record of corruption and done a lot of service. On May 9, 2022, your vote is your voice, and your voice is your choice. Be sure to express yourself.
So ayun, bakit po si Bongbong Marcos ang napili ko maging presidente ngayong darating na halalan ng 2022? Sapagkat sa lahat po ng kandidato, siya lang po ang nakikitaan ko ng plataforma at walang paninira sa mga katunggali. At ako po ay pinalaki ng aking magulang na maganda ang kwento tungkol kay Ferdinand E. Marcos at ang mga proyekto na hanggang ngayon ay napapakinabangan ng mga infrastruktura, ospital, paliparan, mga tulay, mga daan, na hanggang ngayon ito ay tinatawag ng legacy. At ako bilang supporter o sumusuporta sa kandidatura ni Bongbong Marcos, ako po ay isang social media blogger ng Partido Federal ng Pilipinas. At hanggang sa huli, hanggang sa Mayo, poprotektahan ko ang boto ni Bongbong Marcos. So yun.
Hello, I am Marisa Montecastro, a wife, a mother of 6, and a businesswoman. I'm very glad to inform you that my family has chosen Leni Robredo as our president. Why? Because we believe that Leni embodies all the qualities we are looking for in a leader. She leads by example, she has the feel for the masses, and she has shown that her government will be based on transparency, accountability, honesty, and integrity. She gives hope and promises of change. I believe that she is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Magandang hapon sa lahat. Ako po si Francisco Tosara Jr. Kasalukuyan nagtatrabaho sa PMAP bilang isang warehouse officer. Ngayong panahon na to, malapit ng eleksyon. Magpili tayo ng ating presidente. Ang napili ko ay si Isko Moreno dahil siya ay may kakayahang mamumuno sa ating bayan. Kasi makikita natin sa kanya ano ang pamumuno sa Maynila at saka ngayon gawa siya mag-apply siya ng presidente. Siguro ito na ang panahon na mabago ang ating bayan. Maraming salamat po.
My president is Leni Robredo. Nakita ko sa kanya ang sincerity. Nakita ko sa kanya na tapat siyang maglingkod. Nakita ko sa kanya na buhay niya ang maglingkod sa taong bayan. It's a service to the people. Nakita ko sa kanya na she can deliver. Kung ano yung sinasabi niya, ginagawa niya. And most of all, she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's saying. Alam ko na siya yung tao na kapag sinabi, magde-deliver. Bakit ko siya gustong manalo? I wanna go home. I've been away in the country for more than 30 years. I moved from the States and then New Zealand. Umuwi rin ako ng Pilipinas. But I decided to go back to the States and then New Zealand. Tahimik dito. Walang mga chismisan, walang siraan. Ang gobyerno, ang siyang nasusunod. Ang mga tao, sumusunod sa gobyerno. Ang mamamayan, pinapakinggan. Katulad ng mga programa ni VP Leni Robredo, merong unemployment insurance, tinatawag na anti-age discrimination, na kung sakaling matanda ka at kaya mo pang magtrabaho, you'll be able to work. Ang insurance, health insurance, ipoprovide niya sa maraming Pilipino, lalo na sa mahirap. At higit sa lahat, bibigyan niya ng pagkakataon yung mga lumalabas ng bansa na mabuhay, na magkaroon ng sweldo, na at least competitive sa ibang lugar. Hindi ba napakaganda nun na hindi ka na kailangan lumayo sa mga mahal mo sa buhay? Yan ang isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit gusto kong manalo si Leni Robredo. Alam kong magagawa niya mabalik ang tiwala sa gobyerno. Alam kong magagawa niya na bumalik ang pagmamahal ng mga tao sa bawat kapwa-tao. At alam kong magagawa niya na malinis ang gobyerno. Na bumalik ang mga nawalang values nating mga Pilipino. Yun ang tinatawag na unity. Pag nagkaisa tayo, ay malayo ang mararating natin.
Okay, so those are just a few of the videos that we have, and again, it doesn't represent PMAP's viewpoint. Okay, so let's think about it. Whoever ends up winning in this election will cause discontent, to put it mildly, on the opposing camps, right? So this is normal and expected, but how should we move on as a country? Not everyone has the option to leave and migrate to a country of our choice. We will be stuck for the next few years with whoever will be our next president, vice president, and all the other posts filled. So are we strong enough to let things go? It seems to be a normal reaction post-elections to always be dissatisfied with whoever gets voted in, right? Can we take the high road and give our elected officials a chance? We should, hard as it may seem. Because the truth is, what choice do we have? We voted, maybe won, possibly lost, but we can't all win. So as a nation, we should give the newly elected officials, leaders, a chance for our country, for our children. And whoever ends up in the seat of power, if they end up doing the country or its citizens wrong, then we act as a nation. Naive and cliche-ish as it may seem to some, the reality is, we've weathered storms and have come out stronger, hopefully wiser, right? And we will do it again and again for the sake of our children and our country. Back to you, Joan.
Thank you so much, Tina. And we can see different views and different reasons, different beliefs, basically, on sino nga ba ang ating iboboto, no? And I'm sure same with you, Tina. It's also not an easy choice to make, right? As for me, I watch the debates, I research on each of them. How about you, Tina? What has helped you in making your choice? I will not ask you who your choice is, but what is helping you in this process?
You have to do a lot of research. Do a lot of research, not listen to what's on social media. You try to avoid that. Do research on your own. Look for facts, right? Don't get too emotional with your choice. And then once you've probably selected, then you can support all the way. But it's also good to weigh in and be open, right? Open your mind to the other's choices. And, I mentioned earlier that it's caused some rifts, right? So I know even for me, it's hard to understand why people choose some, candidates over the other. But aside from respecting their decisions, we should just move on, right? This is just it's just a small part of our lives. So yeah, so that's what I suggest we do because it is getting pretty heated up, right?
Great. Thanks a lot, Tina. And we all have to make this decision. So it's now time for us to really reflect and come up with what is really our criteria as we make our very major decisions this coming May 9th. So I'm looking forward to the responses from our viewers, listeners. What are you looking for in your president? What is the criteria that is a must have for you as you vote this coming May 9th?